This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
I want to thank everybody for joining Uber Conference Discoveries in Health every Thursday from 3 until 5. And we're here as a discussion. I'm going to invite you to open the microphone. And if you have any question at all about natural remedies, Doc Miles and myself, we're glad to share information with you. We're not prescribing. We're not diagnosing. We're talking about the latest research in natural remedies and what's working, what's comforting people, and what people are praising the Most High for when they don't have diabetes and they don't have liver problems and they don't have cancers and so forth, because it's the Most High that is doing the healing. But we have to, we have to do our job here. You can't do all the wrong things and then come to the Most High and say, "Okay, heal me." Well, if you're praising the Most High and keeping the faith, and you are doing due diligence to try to take care of your body, and here is where you will learn how to do that, so that you will be healthy and enjoy life and be comforted. And that's what we're doing here. So, and I've been doing this now for 55 years. And Doc Miles is right behind me. He's been doing it for a long time as well, and is a very gifted and talented naturopathic doctor. And he's near Austin, Texas. And let me see if I can find that telephone number. I'm going to give out his telephone number because as we go along, you might just want that number to be able to call Doc Miles for any questions, or maybe to make an appointment if you're near the Austin, Texas area. Doc Miles' telephone number is 512-868-9867. I'll say one more time, 512-868-9867. So as we go along here and you get to know Doc Miles, you'll be glad you have his telephone number. My telephone number to reach me after the broadcast, and just know that I get a lot of telephone calls, so I'll probably be on the line talking to somebody else. But if you call me, it will capture, my telephone captures your telephone number, unless you have an unknown telephone number, then I can't call you back. But I try to call everyone back, and that's, which is very difficult because I get a lot of calls. But I get a lot of emails too. And to call me, the telephone number is 503-362-5899. That's 503-362-5899. And my email, I answer my emails every day. Oh boy, I have a stack of emails I go through and help people and put things in writing so that they know exactly what to do and where to go, because I put all the links in there in that email. I do a lot of work like that. And it's really labor intensive, but that way you really have information that you can deal with and a lot of it. So my email to email me is Truman, Truman, @ healthherbs.com. Truman at healthherbs.com. Now you've got all the information except for one more thing, and that is the information. Any of the products that we're talking about here today, I don't get anything from the sale of any product. Because if I did, it would be considered wrong according to the FDA, the Food and Death Administration. They don't like that. So we try not to offend them. We've always tried to comply, even though they make their rules to where you can't comply. We try to comply anyway. And, you know, that's what you should do, is try to comply with the rules. And we do. So that's what we're doing here. And let me see that telephone number to order any product, which I get nothing from the sale of any product. That telephone number is 541-791-8400. So if we're talking about a product, you say, where can I get it? Don't run to your health food store. You're not going to find it there. You're not going to find the quality. You're not going to find the organic quality, and you're not going to find more helpful people anywhere than when you call betterhealthherbs.com. That's their website, betterhealthherbs.com, and their phone number is 541-791-8400. That's 541-791-8400. So now you know how to reach me and to reach the folks at Health and Herbs in Albany, Oregon, for any of the products that we're talking about. And that being said, and all praises to the Most High, how are you doing, Doc Miles?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Wonderful. Do you have a topic or something that you, or some information or anything you want to share today?
God, there's so many things that people are having issues with. It's hard to figure out which one would be the most important.
I got an idea then. Folks, all you have to do is press your telephone star key 2 times, and you can suggest a topic, a discussion, or if you have a question. So press your star key 2 times right now. Open your mic and ask your question. Press your star key 2 times to ask your question. Did you have a question there in area code 9110?
Yes, I have a question.
What is your question?
My question is, because my father is on dialysis, what would be some good herbs for him?
When we're talking about dialysis, let's go and look. I'm going to bring this into a screen capture so you can see this report, and I'll show you how I do this. Okay, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to click on the common conditions on the Herbal Health Review. And when I have Herbal Health Review, I'm coming over here, and I'm going to shrink that down again, and come over here, shrink it a little bit more, and fit it in the screen. Now here I am on the website, herbalhealthreview.com, and I've clicked on Common Conditions. And I'm scrolling down here, A, B, C, D, until I get to kidney, bladder. Now, you're going to be able to see this after the broadcast. It'll probably be maybe 4 or 5 days before they have this edited and up on the herbalhealthreview.com under the tab Discoveries in Health, and go down to the bottom there. There is 100 of these conference videos there. And so let's click on kidney bladder. and look at that report, because I've seen people come off of dialysis using this program. Am I promising cures here? No, we don't do that. What we do, I can promise you, you'll be comforted. You'll benefit. The Most High does the healing, though. So that's where you're going to get that healing. But it talks about kidney bladder disorders, and the fact that we tend to help, natural remedies help clean out the kidneys and relieve symptoms like PKD, and they're designed to slow the progress of kidney disease. And since there is no cure, according to the medical doctors, but then however, people are coming back to us and telling us that they've gone on this program and the Most High did the curing and they don't have kidney disorders. Matter of fact, I was on a broadcast about 5 weeks ago with Elder Rakah, and he was telling me that his wife, who had serious kidney disorder, went on this broadcast, went on this protocol of the kidney bladder report, and he went down through there and he picked out the things that he needed, like the calcium and magnesium, the amino acids, and every time you see something here, you can actually click on it and it'll take you over to where you're looking at it. So one website leads to another website. The kidney bladder report that I'm looking at, you can't buy anything here. You can't buy anything on the entire website. You can come up here and leave a donation, and we need donations because we're mainly helping the poor. And the poor cannot give us a donation, which means we're using all our resources and getting nothing in return. And we need donations. We're not getting enough donations, and please help us with that. So there's a donate button there, and that's it. That's the only thing you can do on this website besides take a look at all this information. And it's talking about the kidneys that are vital to the human body, which means that kidney failure results in transplants or dialysis to manually remove the body of wastes, because the kidneys serve an important function in the body. They filter fluids and wastes from the blood to form urine and regulate some of the body's substances. The effects are serious when kidney disease develops. Polycystic kidney disease is especially dangerous because it can cause liver cysts and problems with blood vessels in the heart and the brain, in addition to causing kidney malfunction. So PKD can also cause blood in the urine, frequent urinary tract infections, high blood pressure. And I need to go back here and close the mic. Hold on here. I need to go back here and close the mic. I got an open mic, and it's making a lot of noise. So let's go see if we can find that open mic. Okay, we're going to close that mic out there and here. And okay, we're going to leave. And I see that as I'm discussing this, I see that I see a friend of mine that has come into the room, and that's Michael Crows. I mean, the famous Michael Crows, the bug guy. He is absolutely fantastic with the knowledge of how to get rid of bugs. He's one of his nicknames is the bug guy. So
yeah, that would be me.
Welcome, Michael.
Hello, Truman. How are you?
I'm blessed, and I'm delighted to see that you've joined us today.
I joined you for a little while because I'm driving right now, so I'm going to be safe and only stay on for a little while. I totally enjoy. I must tell everybody if you're new to this and you don't know Truman Burst, I've known Truman Burst for darn near 30 years. Although we've never met in the flesh. Truman has been a guest on my radio show since since 1990.
Yes. We've done a lot of radio shows together, and we've helped a lot of people. And that's because you're a nice guy, and you brought me on your broadcasts, and because you folks were getting results, and even you and your family got results from these natural remedies. So it's a blessing. And you drive safely, Michael. And is there something that you wanted to share with us before I let you drive safely? Nothing else. Okay. Michael is. Oops. Uh-oh.
Bad noise coming on here.
Okay.
I'm going to hang up.
Okay. I fixed it, Michael. We don't have bad noise now. Did you have anything else to share with us, brother? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Well, that's cool. We've got to visit with Michael. Let's get back over to this kidney bladder report, because this is important too. But it's always nice to say hello to old friends. And so we're talking about polycystic kidney disease, that's affecting the blood vessels and the heart and the brain, in addition to causing kidney malfunction. This PKD could also cause blood in the urine, frequent urinary tract infections, high blood pressure, kidney stones, aneurysms, and diverticulosis. And I'm going to drink a little bit of water here, folks, in order to keep going here. Oh, I gotta keep drinking that water. So therefore, treatment of PKD is vitally important in keeping the disease and its symptoms under control, and to help prevent kidney failure later. Because patients suffering from polycystic kidney disease display an array of symptoms. Various treatments are prescribed by traditional doctors. Over-the-counter pain medications are given for the discomfort. Large amounts of water are recommended when blood is in the urine to keep it diluted. And hormone avoidance or partial liver removal are used to treat liver cysts. Low sodium, healthy diets are advised to keep blood pressure under control, and antibiotics are used to treat frequent kidney infections. And alternative health treatment for kidney diseases include taking calcium and magnesium, amino acids, potassium, super green foods, organic liquid multiple vitamin like Intramax, which has over 415 all organic ingredients in it. And that's what I'm looking at here in this report that's on the website herbalhealthreview.com under common conditions. On herbalhealthreview.com, under common conditions, I'm looking at the kidney bladder report, and it's telling me all this information that I'm sharing with you. Additionally, besides that great multiple vitamin called Intramax that's listed there, and anything that's listed here, you can click on it, and it will take you over to where you can see the product. See, a lot of people are reading it and they don't know that they can click on the product and they can go see it. They don't know that. So I have to make sure and explain it. Now, additionally, some herbs are believed to relieve some of the symptoms of the disease. The herbs include the following: an anemia relief that is going to help to give you clean blood. And the new name of we used to call it anemia relief, so you'd know what it's good for. But the FDA didn't like that. They don't like names that give you any information as to what the value is. They are not nice people. And so the new name for anemia relief, product number 1015, the numbers remain the same, but the names are changed all the time because that's the fun game that the FDA plays. Every time they look at it, say, oh, we don't like that name either. Oh, we don't like this name either. First they make you change it, then they make you change it again. And that way it just totally, what they're hoping is to obstruct the ministry, obstruct the flow of people getting these natural remedies. And they're notorious for doing that. So and we're going to mute the mic. So what we're talking about then is kidney failure, kidney disease, and people that are going on dialysis machines. And what to do about it? Is take a look at this report, because these things can be helpful. That the calcium and magnesium, the amino acids, the enzymes, the potassium, the super green foods, that Intramax multiple vitamin, something to build up the blood, because that anemia relief, the new name Plasmania, number 1015, that has yellow dock in it. Yellow dock is 40% natural iron. So all of this helps the kidneys excrete waste. Also, pomegranate concentrate is good for the kidneys, which has an antibiotic properties and helps to acidify the urine. Celery, whether you eat it or juice it, it works as a diuretic to decrease the uric acid. Parsley, again, whether you juice it or whether you put it in soup or salads, but this parsley works as a diuretic also to decrease the uric acid. And hydrangea cleanses the urinary tract. And uva ursi has germicidal properties that cleanse the urinary tract. Your body has two kidneys, and they're just right in the back. A lot of times people say, oh, I got a backache. I think my back is out. No, your kidneys are bothering you. It's because it's that lower back, and it could be the back out, but it's more than likely a kidney a pain. And so kidneys function to filter toxins and waste products from your blood. They also regulate the electrolyte levels in your body. Waste products of cellular metabolism, often rich in nitrogen, are eliminated from your body in the form of urine. Occasionally, urine can crystallize and form renal calculi. That's kidney stones. And we're going to tell you how to get rid of all these things, to get rid of the kidney stones, how to soothe the kidneys, how to nourish the kidneys back to health. We're on our way to doing that in just a moment. And if left untreated, these kidney stones can cause a blockage and severe pain. However, by applying the natural treatments below that I'm going to talk about, and after consulting with a doctor about your symptoms, so it'd be a good idea to be consulting with a doctor like Doc Miles, who happens to be with us today, and we'll be talking with him in a moment. Now, you can cleanse your urinary tract from kidney stones at home. Consume fruits high in citrates, and let's make sure that there's no mics open. Citrates, like lemons, oranges. That's those citrates. Citrates stop kidney stones from increasing in size. So if you're getting a little lemon juice, maybe one orange a day, that's going to help to prevent the calcium from accumulating in your kidneys. Fruits high in citrates include grapes, bananas, oranges, tomatoes. Now, here is the formula that people keep telling me helps them to help them to come off of dialysis. And that is where you're taking a tablespoon of marshmallow root tea. And what you do is you're bringing a quart of water to boil on the stove. And you pull that water off the stove and take the lid off of it and put that tablespoon of marshmallow root cut and sifted tea goes in there, and you stir it up, put the lid on it, let it cool down. When it's cool enough to drink, about 15 minutes, then you drink that warm or cold throughout the day, finishing 2 or 3 hours before bed. And also during that time, you're taking this kidney bladder herbal tincture extract at approximately 30 drops 3 times a day. And it has peach bark, marshmallow root, buchu leaf, corn silk, echinacea, goldenrod, parsley root, red clover blossoms, dandelion root, watermelon seed, and uva ursi. So that's one. So that gets us started. But what about the person who says, well, I got a special problem here because I have I need a calcium channel blocker because I have spasms related to the kidney stones, and so you take kava kava, 30 drops of kava kava. This herb is a calcium channel blocker, which alleviates the spasms related to kidney stones while relaxing the urethra. So we can add that if we need it. And here's another one we could add, and that's Schizandra berry to strengthen the digestive organs and immune system. Schizandra berry protects against free radical damage and viral and bacterial infections. So if you're prone to that or that's an issue, let's get some Schizandra berry in there. Also, let's look at some other things that could be helpful. Nettle leaf contains biologically active compounds that reduce inflammation. So if we've got an inflammation problem, we're going to add some nettle leaf to this protocol. Herbs for better kidney health include a combination of some or all of these nutrients in extract form. And additionally, the marshmallow tea is recommended because it cleanses and soothes the kidneys and urinary tract. And so there we go. Then below that, it's talking about a gallstone cleanse. If there's gallstones, that we would add a Stones Clear or herbal formula. And the Stones Clear herbal formula, let's take a look at that. It's got hydrangea root, gravel root, marshmallow root, goldenrod leaf, and that helps to clear stones out of the body. And one thing about this is that marshmallow root tea is going to coat the stones over, a coating, so that there's no bleeding when you get rid of those stones. And when you do this and you use the Stones Clear and you use the olive oil and lemon juice concoction, which it also tells you how to make and to use in this report. When you're doing that, that's how you get rid of stones. And you can get rid of like a pint glass of them at a time. I mean, they just start spitting them out when you do this particular protocol. But that's it. That's my 2 cents on what to do when someone is on dialysis. And I do have people who've reported back to me that they're not on dialysis anymore and they have 0 kidney issues. It does help the kidneys to go back to work again. Dr. Miles, do you have anything to share with us about kidneys?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you 10 by 10.
Okay. Now, one thing that's very, very helpful for kidneys when you have pain is take the juice of a lemon, squeeze it in a glass, and then put 8 ounces of water in it and drink it. 2 hours later, do another lemon, and about 2 hours later, when you do the third lemon, you won't have any more kidney pain. It's amazing because it helps the stones to settle down, and it puts the citric acid in there, which helps, like you say, helps to break them down. Another thing is eat asparagus every day, because asparagus helps to eliminate the stones. It helps break them down. There's something in asparagus that does that. It's amazing. I've seen people, eat a bunch of asparagus raw every day for, like a week, and all of a sudden they don't have any more kidney stones. Or if you don't want to eat it raw, you can get the Jolly Green Giant, the real tall, skinny can, and eat a can a day for a week, because that's the best that you can buy commercially, in a can. And it's not bad. Just open the can and eat it up, And another thing for blood pressure is 4 stalks of celery every day. The greener, the better, and that helps lower blood pressure. But I deal with kidney stones and blood pressure issues all the time, and those are quick fixes, and then they can get your extracts and totally clean the whole system out. So it'll work together, is what I'm saying. You are what you eat. And if you take care of your body, the body will heal itself. Every time. That's just the way God made us. He made our body to heal. You cut yourself and you're bleeding, all the energy in the body goes to stop that bleeding. Because each cell has communication with other cells, and they know if they don't stop the bleeding, they're all going to die. And so they stop the bleeding. So that's the miraculous part of how God made us, for the body to heal itself. But it's pretty impressive. I see this stuff every day, as you do, and it's just amazing. Because, of course, I see the patients, in my office every day, and with all kinds of little bitty issues, and it's just amazing when they turn themselves around in just a short time. So all I do is educate them on what to do, and they take care of it from that point on. It's pretty amazing. I love what I do because I see a lot of people getting well and feeling better, very quickly. It doesn't take a lifetime to do it. It takes us a lifetime to get in trouble. But, we can always clear it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it, Doc Miles. You said it, because it's one thing to know what to do. It's another thing to do it. And it's one thing for us to know what to do. But a lot of people say, it's a lifestyle change. It's hard for me to change. Can I? And you're asking me to take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or even 10 things, and I'll only take one thing, or something like that. So you have to really get into this. But when you do,
right,
you can overwhelm the problem. Sometimes it only takes one thing, and that's great. But if it takes 10 things, well, that's better than hanging on to going through a dialysis machine, or having kidney failure and dying. So we need to put as much pressure on the problem as is needed to get rid of it, because, like you said, the Lord made this body to heal itself. And if we're trying to do the right thing, well, and especially, if you're doing it in prayer, and in faith, well, that's you're on the right track, and we're getting good results when people are doing that. So that's great information, Doc, about the asparagus and the lemons and so forth.
Well, you take their car to the mechanic to get their engine rebuilt, and there's just hundreds of parts that they have to put in that engine. They don't think anything about that. But then when it comes to their own health, they don't want to go into the trouble to fix it sometimes. Well, no, I'll just do 1 or 2 things. But you've got to do the complete thing. If you work a puzzle, you got to put all the pieces in the puzzle so you'll see what you have. The body is the same way. We're working with trillions of cells in the body to help the body get balanced so the body can heal. I do body balancing through blood work, and I can see exactly what they're missing. Like the fibromyalgia, which is no such thing, it's high tissue calcium. And once I see that in the blood work and they take a hydrochloric acid capsule before each meal, that's turned around. They don't have acid reflux anymore, and they don't have so-called fibromyalgia. Because what happens if you don't have the hydrochloric acid in your stomach lining, which most people don't now with the foods being GMO altered, then that they get the calcium doesn't go to the bones and teeth. It sticks to the nerve endings and it hurts, and they call it fibromyalgia. But it's a myalgic effect of the fibrous tissue. The medical doctors do not look at it as as a natural thing to do. They try to put you on drugs to stop the pain, but that doesn't fix the problem. They're just putting Band-Aids on it. It doesn't fix the problem. And probably the most thing I sell in that clinic is hydrochloric acid capsules. I sell a ton of them every day because everybody needs it. I'm seeing teenagers with acid reflux, which is crazy. They're not getting the hydrochloric acid production in the stomach lining like God provided for us to do if we eat good food. But with the GMO-altered products and then the Prosaid and the Tums and all the other antacids, kill the rest of it. So then you have a whole series of problems that line up to start hitting you. So body balancing is the thing. And, using some of the things that I do, some of the things that you do, you can turn your body around completely.
Got it. Okay, we had an open mic. I closed it. Yes, Doc Miles. Thank you for sharing that information.